we started this show process for the Celebrate show. We've been kind of retrofitting our show for a number of years and just, doing material and trying to, work in different songs. But we decided let's start from scratch and build a show with specific purposes in mind. So we concepted the Celebrate show back in early 2012 as a concept of a themed, branded show that we could take on for a couple of years. And so it started at that point. We started making plans for it. But really, the whole process really began in earnest in early January. January 1st, we took a 6-day retreat, went away, and really started concepting our vision for the whole thing.
We had papers on the wall and just brainstormed. Just any idea that we could think of, we put it up on, our walls were covered with stuff. Any idea that we had, we put it up there, and no idea was bad. And then things started to roll, they started to formulate, and it started to get pretty exciting. Things were starting to come together, and we could start seeing this vision come. But we really did it all with our audience in mind, who we wanted the target audience to be, which literally this year we felt like we wanted to reach young children and older people, 3 to 93 or above. We wanted the show to be engaging for every single age. And so we tried to figure out how we were going to achieve that.
Yeah, it was actually really hard, not going to lie. But it was totally worth it. The effort to work together is not the easiest thing all the time, to work as a family. And when we all have our own ideas.
Pretty much, I'm the only one that they all get along with.
And, we all have our moments, but honestly, it's totally worth it to be able to work together and work through difficulties and things with a vision in mind. Because it's hard to just do things day by day when you don't have any idea of why you're doing it. So that's what we really wanted with this show specifically. We wanted to have this goal of what we really wanted people to feel as they left, and how we wanted them to feel, and how we wanted to feel. Because if we're not enjoying it, it's going to be really hard for people to enjoy it. And so we really, like Mom said, we had you all in mind as we were putting everything together, because we just really want people to be happy and understand that we can. And so we do it through music. And we feel like through the Celebrate show, that we can make people happier with our talents, with every musical intricacy that we worked on late to the night with our producers and different people. It was just a lot of work and effort, a lot of nights without sleep, and waking up just as you went to sleep. It was kind of cool.
We took this whole thing and we used a technique from some of our mentors and some of the people we've worked with over the years that have come into our life. We don't think anybody came in there on accident. We came up and created a vision board, which literally is all of our thoughts that we put down in pictorials. And from there, it grew to how we were going to do the show, who we wanted to use, what we wanted to become, what we wanted to do and for you guys, the audience. Because we know that one of our teachers, one of our mentors, as you will, said there's really 3 things that the audience comes to do: be captivated, engaged, to be entertained, of course, and we want to do that well. But most important, and like Garen was talking about, is we as audience members, or you as audience members, sometimes we go to things we don't really realize we want to be transformed. We want to be changed. We go to a movie so we can kind of escape and be transformed from the stressful experiences we're having today to something that kind of gets us away. Well, we think we have a pretty big responsibility in when we transform people. And why can't we transform people to have hope and joy and maybe focus back on their families and the things that are good in life? And that's why it had to be a complete family experience. It couldn't just be aimed at the typical Branson crowd that's come forever. it has to be aimed at the entire family. That was something that we were strongly led to believe had to occur.
So we spent a lot of time, here talking about the spiritual and emotional and visional underpinnings of the whole process, because those are the most important things. Everything else was, after that, was informed by that. And so there's a lot that goes into making a show. It's just an incredible process. We have a 40-point checklist for one song to make it sure it's stage worthy. You're talking lighting, choreography, musical arranging, vocal arranging, video, everything. It's very, very intense. And so we went through that process in a very intense fashion, late nights and everything, and it all led us up to April 15th when we opened the show. And that first day was pretty magical. We had a really great experience with our audience, and everything since then has been amazing. It's really, really been cool. And so we're just really excited to have been able to share this show with new audiences across the world. And the feedback we're getting is that it's making a difference. And so we hope that you've enjoyed the DVD and kind of seeing the product of what we've been working on as a family, and to see that it's possible to create something cool as a family.
And I just would like to express our gratitude to all of the team that we have. It was not just us, but all of the people that we worked with, video-wise, music,
Props.
arranging, props, amazing prop guy,
Lighting.
the lighting.
Best
our
team
mu-
we've ever assembled.
Yeah,
It
our
is
musicians.
world-class people.
And the people who are in our offices managing, so we could stay in the creative realm. Everybody has really pulled together to make this a great show, and we feel like we assembled the best of Branson and even outside of Branson to come together, and we really appreciate everyone's efforts. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, so to that end, we went as a family and watched Field of Dreams again. If you haven't seen it, watch it, because we had to say, we got to build this so that you will come. So come, enjoy.